Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today, we just pretty much we're just chilling out, having a conversation today, just about anime power defense. Me and Sho, if you guys don't know Sho is the what do you call it? Pretty much the guy who runs the re-record Discord. I gave him that uh that job, so he kind of does it, and he's been doing a great job doing that. Shout out to Show. But we really just came down to just the brass tacks of this update and just talking about what's going on with it, and the future of the game and stuff like that is just looking pretty harsh, I would say, just due to the fact that the the update itself, I just don't want to bore you guys too much, but the update itself has just been pretty bad. Especially when it comes down to free to play players, because the rates and everything like that, just everything's so unbalanced, or more worth it to people who whale than anything from all the different systems and all, such as the stat cube system being gutted, pretty much being useless, and more of a detriment and a chore than an actual, than something that you actually get and it gives you buffs. Like, it's no longer like that, you know what I mean? Same thing with the traits. Well, the traits are the only good thing about this update, I'm not going to lie. But the amount of trait rerolls, though, is really, really bad. Because I don't see like that many ways of getting trait rerolls besides missions, and missions are stupid. They're absolutely terrible. No one wants to spam missions to get other bad missions, to spam more bad missions. We don't got enough time for that. There's also the freaking the banners being absolutely dog water. For instance, why the crap we got this? The main banner got nerfed. Freaking, and we don't. The main banner got nerfed, and the the thing about the main banner is that you have a 0.1% chance to get a mythic, right? You need copies of same mythic in order to continue leveling up that mythic through the rank system. Pretty much making banner units the worst units to grind in the entire game. Next to where you can just do raids, which they do plan on buffing, by the way, so they can absolutely decimate the free-to-play community just a little bit more. But they want to buff the raids too, because they're too easy compared to relics and all the other stuff. When relics are stupid, no one likes to farm those. And the drop rates are still at 1%, by the way, whenever we get raids, and Shanks is at 2.5% on the last level, which is really freaking good. But besides that, freaking um, yeah, it's just really bad right now. All these like choices that the devs are making right now are just making the game incredibly unfree to play healthy. And you could say, but Koi, the portals are not bad. And I can't say the portals are bad. The portals are probably the best part about the update. My only problem is the small things like the getting the 6 eyes. Getting the 6 eyes is ridiculous. You need 6 of them, and that's like way too much. If they're gonna make the drop rates so low, you should only need like 1 or 2 6 eyes. This is ridiculous. Freaking, but not just that. There's many other characters that have this problem too. There's many other people who just don't even believe that the drop rates are working. Like, I've talked to many people who do the portals, and they're like, dude, I don't even think the Jujutsu Kaisen portal works. And they just stop doing it, and they leave. Well, and it's just like, there's so many reasons to just leave more than there is to stay right now. For instance, another one is the new Liberation portal. Yes, you can get the new units. You could get one copy of the new units, but it's still a 0.2% chance to get them in a 10 roll that takes 10 minutes to get. It takes 10 to 20 minutes to get that guaranteed 100 things, by the way. So that is the 100 trade, the tokens, the 100 tokens. You could spam that one portal to get a guaranteed 100, allowing you to spin every single time you complete a portal. And it's still like easier to do, but they just buffed it too, so now it's harder to do solo. And then after that, you still have a 0.2% chance to get 1 of 5 units. And by the way, you need copies of said units. You have a better chance getting the 5% chance of the Beast Titan than you have getting any other character in the game for the Liberation banner. Yes, you could say rose tinted goggles, koi, but I got it. Yes, that is pretty cool. But at the same time, it's it like for the people who are gonna need this by the time this event's gone. By the way, we don't know when this event's gonna be gone. If they even call it a limited event, and it stays forever, then it's not a limited event. You know what I mean? But they do plan on dropping the Halloween event next. But I think there's just too much content dropping right now, and not enough real free-to-play nerfs. Like the game is so lopsided towards if you just spend money and you just get as many trait rolls as possible, get draconic, you're gonna be better than most of the community right now because it's hard enough to even rank up any of the newer units, let alone evolve some of the units that have worthy evolutions. Uh, but besides that, though, like freaking, the only good part about this update so far has been the raids, has been the portals. These things have been a lot better, and they were such good additions to the game. But the rates and the amount of stuff you're going to need in order to get these characters to that next level is ridiculous. It's like, it's too much. The rates for the banners are terrible, and it's like they aren't even paying attention to that aspect until they run into it and it becomes a problem. It's like, let's drive on the left side of the road until we see that we're about to hit something. You know what I mean? But the player base has been fluctuating so heavily that I don't even believe that no one's paying attention to that aspect. Like it went from like Attack on Titan update. It goes up to 400 players to fucking 600 players. Then after that, it goes back down to freaking, how do you say it? 200 players. Now, like at its peak of the day, sometimes it'll hit 300 players. And then after the day is starting to end and people realize, oh, there's better stuff to play, they freaking go back down to like 150 players to 100 players. And it's only going to get worse the more that people start to realize that they're being shafted every single time they try to even, spend a couple gems, get a trait roll or two. And it's such like a bad update for people in general, especially for a free-to-play player. Like, imagine you're trying to roll for, let's say, Gojo, and you're trying to get Gojo, even though he's all right. He's got an evolution, that's cool. But once you get Gojo, that's pretty much it. But if you can't get Gojo, you're stuck with, like, Goku Black and, who's another okay mythic? Let's say you're just stuck with Goku Black and, man, I can't even think of another mythic, because most of them are trash. Let me think. You're either stuck with Gojo or you're stuck with someone like, let me just pull up a mythic. That's absolutely terrible. Oh yeah, or you're stuck with, probably Minato, yeah. Or you're stuck with Minato. Freaking, and you really, I'm not saying Minato's bad, I'm just saying that what if you already have enough of him and you're already done with him, and you're still trying to roll for that, then you're stuck with freaking, Minato. Like, for instance, if I want a Killua right now, I would still have to share that 0.1% chance to get him, but it's like, I have these two dudes to get as well. And then I still have, like, terrible rates in this game, man. The rates are terrible. I could keep going at this all day and it's not going to matter. They want to talk about the RNG system being bad right now. Well, this is the worst part about the RNG system. These are characters we need to even progress the game. And, like, the only thing that's going to give you, like, really good gems is just the missions, and then that's it. After you're done with the missions, no other content is really giving out gems like that. Except for maybe infinite mode. But you're going to waste 30 minutes for a 10 pull. That's a 0.1% chance. It's just not worth it anymore, man. They need to really just focus on fixing their systems, because right now they're pushing out too much content. And it's like half of the content's not even like feasible. Like, I can't even make a Killua after they mess with the update like that, man. I gotta like actually like spend oh man. I got to spend ridiculous amounts of hours when there's other stuff that I need to prep for, especially as a content creator. Like I got freaking Divas update coming out. I have other games that want me to do content for them as well. And it's like this is way too time consuming. And you could be like, well, Koi, I got more free time than you. Yes, but is this is this the game you're going to be playing more than every other game that's released since then? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, are you not playing Sparking Zero? If you're not playing Sparking Zero, then you're probably playing DBOG. And I'll tell you what, DBOG is a way better experience grinding that Halloween event than this event right here. And that event still has like freaking a ridiculous like skill threshold that you need to complete in order to even get any of the really cool stuff. I'm just saying, man, the the RNG is a time waster and it's not fun. When I talk about the RNG, I don't even talk about the powers. The powers are so inconsequential right now. No one's even using them half the time right now because, well, there's not really a use for them right now because they're so weak now compared to how like Draconic works now. It's crazy, man. Draconic is just a far better like thing right now, and it just like it makes powers useless if you already have a meta unit that has Draconic. You're gonna do more damage than necessary for like most of the game. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh man, we probably lost right here, but I don't know. That's enough of my rant for today. There's nothing else I could really discuss. Freaking. Besides that, it's just the update is what the update is. If they want to change it, they want to change it. Just don't expect people to stick around if this update stays as unfree-to-play friendly as possible. Especially for the new players that have been trying to get their hands on like really good mythics to even participate in the like they have to still get through most of the game in order to get a portal. Let alone no one's going to be running portals pretty soon. No one's going to be running like lower level portals for anybody. Like it's not going to be happening like that. Like no one's going to be running lower level portals. Because what's the point of running lower level portals if me and somebody else could go like solo portal 8 on Jujutsu Kaisen, no longer giving a portal 1 to like a low level. And they still need to get like a mythical unit in general. It's still a 0.1% chance. And they end up getting someone like Goku Black, who's still fallen off over time. And he's not that good, and he's pretty mid compared to getting someone like Minato, who's way better of a unit than Goku Black. You know, there's just so many issues with the game right now, and not enough things being done about it. Alright, take it easy, dudes. Peace out. Might even get banned for making this video. That'd be crazy.